It is Stugotz and Company, presented by FanDuel and the FanDuel Sportsbook. We had a football game last night. We were supposed to start the show today with LeVar Arrington. We have misplaced LeVar Arrington. No idea where he is.
Classic Penn State. Big talk all week, no show at game time.
What are you doing to LeVar Arrington?
He's probably wearing white.
He's not
too.
here, I can say it.
You can say it, you're right. But what if he shows up? What if he's just late? I mean, you going to take it back?
I no proof I said it.
I found myself right before you guys joined us on the Zoom, Izzy and Taylor. I was talking to Mikey A. And I'm sorry to run everything through the Jets prism, but I found myself finding it very difficult to feel good for Giant fans because they have another quarterback, and it's their fifth quarterback since I became a Jet fan back in like 1982. They have a quarterback. There is nothing like a brand new quarterback who's really good to give a jolt to an organization. And Jaxson Dart, that place was the saddest stadium in the NFL, and now it's the most exciting stadium in the NFL, and it's because of one man, Jaxson Dart. So I found myself as a Jet fan finding it hard to be happy for Giants fans that they have found yet another quarterback.
So it's still the saddest stadium in the NFL just half the time because the Jets also share. Yeah.
It'll be sad again. Are they home this Sunday?
They're in London.
Are they?
I can relate to you so much right now, Stugotz, and I never thought I really could relate to a Jets fan. I always thought you were like
or
a
me.
level below,
right? Yeah.
Right? Or do you? I mean, you're a different level of human in general. But we've got the Miami Dolphins, my team, and we were supposed to sort of graduate from the Tom Brady era and take our rightful place somewhere, if not atop the division, at least ahead of the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
And now look where we are.
Yeah.
I didn't even have but like half a season to really celebrate being over the Patriots and lording over them and saying, you guys suck. Look at that Mac Jones guy. What an idiot. And now they've got Drake May, and now they're all pointing it to us saying, look at that guy, what an idiot. And they're way above them in the division, maybe even could take over the division if Buffalo still stinks it up for another week. And that pisses me off to no end. So I do actually know exactly how you feel.
It's amazing what a quarterback, a rookie quarterback can do. He's saving jobs. That was the trump card for Brian Daboll and Joe Shane. It was their trump card. Hey, we're going to start with Russell Wilson. We'll be 0-3. We're going to throw in a rookie. We're 2-1 since the rookie started. We're right back in the division. We beat the defending Super Bowl champions, and we beat them good at home. And so now they're just a game back in that division, I believe. And so that was their trump card. It's like, hey, we're going to get fired unless this kid turns out to be good because he's the kid that we drafted. And I think Jaxson Dart would prefer staying with Brian Daboll because who wants to change coaches and offensive coordinators every year? And this is a guy, Jaxson Dart, that might save their jobs. And they might turn out to have a good season. Who knows?
Makes you wonder why they waited a couple weeks to begin with. It felt like everybody knew that he was going to be the guy. He seems to have... Like, it's not like the statistics were jumping off the page to you, but he seems to have...
He's got moxie.
Well, he's got an ability to sort of understand where he is in the pocket, which honestly is one of the things in quarterbacking that people don't really take enough account for. Like being able to have a pocket presence, knowing where the bodies are coming from, knowing where your outlets are. And then once you actually have an outlet, just go and take it and having the athleticism and the confidence to get some yards with your feet. But the guy just looks like he knows what he's doing out there. It looks like people are willing to follow him. And he's just got a build about him that I think he doesn't look fragile at all, which is also very encouraging.
To your point, Izzy, he seems to move around in the pocket, but his eyes are continuing downfield,
Yes.
which is something you don't
Yes.
see a lot in young quarterbacks. They usually panicked and they're looking for outlets.
Well, you
He's
have
still
to
looking
have-
to make the throw.
You have to have a little bit of crazy in you because you have to be willing to, hey, even if I don't see the guy, see one guy, I'm going to take a hit. I'm okay with that. And it seems to be that and Cam Scatterbo are kind of like kindred spirits in that way. They both got a little bit of crazy in them. Cam a little bit more than Jaxson, but I think that, again, is something that you need to have back there.
I want a Scatterbo. Put it on a poll, Taylor. Do you want a Scatterbo? I want a Scatterbo. I do. I want him. I want him on my team.
It's a generational thing. Like I feel like the last Scatterboo was Peyton Hillis, and
Right.
before that
Scatterboo.
it was Mike Allstott.
Wasn't Peyton
the
Hillis on the
Netflix
cover
series,
of
I
Madden's
believe.
one year?
Yeah,
Are
it was.
are they all the same guy, just reincarnated?
Put that on the poll.
He's only going to get you 3 or 4 yards at a time, but he's going to make it super dramatic.
I want
You're
one.
going to love him.
Yeah.
And Dart is also doing this without Malik Neighbors. You look at who he's throwing to. It's Wandale Robinson. It's Lil Jordan Humphrey, Theo Johnson, Jalen Hyatt. My favorite moment from the game yesterday was Jaxson Dart takes that hit, and the concussion doctor, the guy in the bird's eye view, is like, hey, he's got to go in the tent. Russell Wilson comes in for 2 plays, and you could see Brian Dable losing his mind on the sideline. Like, what the hell is going on in that tent? Everybody's like peeking into it. People are trying to get into the tent. People are getting kicked out of the tent.
He's saving jobs. Yep.
Scatterboo's going back, and Brian Dable is looking at it the whole time like, did you just see those 2 plays from Russell Wilson? We are going to lose this game. This guy has to stay in. Get Dart back in here.
The pocket presence is so important, Izzy. Dan Marino had a different kind of pocket presence. He couldn't move the way Jaxson Dart could move, but he could just slide to the left, slide to the right. He felt the pass rushers, and he would just take a step or two, one way or the other, and create more time for himself. And then he had that quick release. But you're right; it's an underrated skill for a quarterback. And Jaxson Dart seems like he's been playing in the NFL for 12 years. It's insane.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to look, once he does get rocked, or
They lost
maybe
to the Saints
does.
last week. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that wasn't great, but I was laughing as you were talking about his receivers because you're right, Taylor. I haven't for a second thought about who he was throwing to because Cam Scatterboo has taken the attention away from everybody else by doing shirtless chest bumps with Fitzpatrick on their post game show. But Wandale Robinson
did a cartwheel.
Lil Jordan Humphrey, Theo Johnson, Jalen Hyatt. Nobody's ever heard of these people. Nobody knows who these people are. Honestly, this might make me terrible like sports radio or sports podcaster. I've never heard of Lil Jordan Humphrey, but now I love Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Right. Well, that's what
I love him
Jaxson
so
Dart
much.
does. You know everyone's name. I mean, Taylor's so excited. I mean, listen, this is what he needed coming off the Yankees losing in the playoffs. He needed the Giants and Jaxson Dart to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I could see color back in his face. It's amazing.
So, do you guys
I think that's just he's really looking at a red screen and it's just bouncing off of his computer.
Because for me personally, I mean, the Giants, I'm not a Giants fan. I do like the Jaxson Dart story as somebody who likes Lane Kiffin's offense at Ole Miss. But I think my bigger takeaway yesterday was like Sims has kind of been saying Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback that everybody kind of makes him out to be. And this is the stat from Warren Sharp. Jalen Hurts targeting wide receivers over 10 yards downfield this season. He's 10 of 28 for a 35.7 completion rate. That's 35th in the NFL in completion rate on those passes, 30th in accuracy. Like his downfield throwing might be a problem for this team.
And the Hail Mary was actually quite accurate, so that probably shouldn't even be included in that one.
Right.
Did you see
I got to
miss
tell you,
Devontae Smith? Let's pick that up.
Sorry. You, Mike.
Oh, okay. Did you see him miss Devontae Smith on a broken coverage when it would have been a walk-in 6 early in that game? Like that's not one that a top quarterback misses.
Did you see him win the Super Bowl last year?
Yeah.
I saw Saquon win the Super Bowl last year.
I saw Saquon rush for 58 yards last night. I mean,
They gave him 10 carries.
I know, but I want a Scatterboo. I mean, I do. It sounds like a toy. It's a great toy. I'd rather have a Scatterboo than a Barkley at this point.
I have a problem with the name, though. It sounds like a scat back. He's got scat right in there, and he's not a scat back. He's like a power smallish back. So I don't know. The name's kind of confusing.
I'm sure that's the conversation in Philadelphia today. We're having a host on from WIP because Taylor wants to go the local radio route, and I am so proud of him because he knows that's what I want to do. And so WIP is the flagship radio station in Philadelphia. They are the station in Philly, and I think they're the flagship for the Eagles. So we have a host coming on because I am certain today what they are doing is firing Nick Sirianni, who's been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, won one of them, and I'm certain they want a new quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts because Philadelphia.
You're so right about Scattaboo. I'm just thinking about it as an old timey toy. Like, can we put it on the poll? Did your grandfather play with a Scattaboo when he was little?
Yes. So what is it though?
Stu, the reason why you have to have a Philly guy on today. Last night was a historically bad night for Philadelphia sports.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Because I think for them, the Eagles are 4-1. The Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champs. They have a pretty good idea that the Eagles are going to be back in the playoffs no matter what. The Phillies, the way the Phillies lost, for me, when I'm in Yankee Stadium and the Blue Jays are kicking my teeth in and it's 5-1 for 4 innings, I have time to process that my season's going to end. Phillies fans, they're in the bottom of the 11th inning. They blink, and their season that saw them win, 90 plus wins was over in like a millisecond, where they're still trying to process everything that was happening.
Right. The moment, the biggest moment to me that was kind of like that, which is way bigger than this moment, don't get me wrong, but it was like, wait a second, it's all over, was Cleveland winning in Golden State. With block by James, big 3-pointer by Kyrie, big defensive stop by Kevin Love. And it's like, wait a second, Cleveland just won the championship in Golden State's floor? How did that happen? Next thing you know, he's yelling Cleveland, and then the rest is history.
But Taylor, make no mistake about it. You do not need to explain when you're bringing on someone from WIP in Philadelphia. I don't care. Like, I love local radio. I'm a fan of local radio. And if you want every Monday for us to go around the country and have a local radio
spanning the globe,
span the globe with a guy from FAN, WEEI in Boston, some guy WIP in Philadelphia. I am down for the Score in Chicago. It's got to be like legendary radio stations. As long as we have Joe Rose on from WQAM, the big dog, to break down the Dolphins, if I can go around the world and just throw it to Joe and he throws it to someone, I'm in. Do it. Local radio. Let's go, Taylor. Don't explain it. Just do it. We'll get to the polls here in just a second. It's been a fun week. We will get to Jack Fritz, WIP afternoon host, who's going to join us because Philadelphia had a rough night. And so we want to go the local route. I like this idea. I think it's a good idea by Taylor. I just want to hear him fire every single coach and trade every quarterback and trade Philadelphia Phillies, and he'll join us in a few minutes. But Taylor's a little concerned here, is he? Because we have not been addressing any of the other baseball series. And I will tell you this, and he's right, by the way, because all we talk about is the Yankees. The Yankees are no longer in the playoffs.
Wait, hold the phone. Yankees Blue Jays was not the ALCS?
No, it should have been the World Series. Put it on the poll. Yankees Blue Jays have been the World Series. But baseball's in a very tricky spot right now because they lose. Okay, the Red Sox, gone. Yankees, gone. And now they're faced with the Blue Jays taking on the Mariners and Tigers, who tonight have a game, best 2 words in sports, game 5. They have a game for all the marbles. I mean, how about that? And so baseball is going to get a Toronto, Detroit ALCS or a Toronto, Seattle ALCS. Plus, they lost Philadelphia last night. Oh, do they need the Dodgers and Cubs?
I was told by Jeff Passan that the Detroit Tigers were going through the worst collapse in the history of sports.
Yep.
They're still in this thing?
Baseball.
That's baseball.
I had no idea.
My other that's baseball stat, Stu.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani batted .055 in the NLDS, and the Dodgers are still advancing. Aaron Judge bats .500, and the Yankees get eliminated. Baseball.
Ohtani's a hero, and Judge, we still wonder if he has the goods.
This is how I know I haven't been paying attention to Sarah Spain's social media feeds. The Cubs are still in this thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and baseball needs them badly. Seriously. No one wants to see Dodgers Brewers. Nobody.
So on FanDuel, in these 2 game 5s, the Tigers are actually a slight favorite on the road. They're -126 on the money line. And then the Brewers are going to be a -130 favorite at the time that we're recording this. But in this Tigers Mariners series, this is a change the narrative game right now.
Is it?
For Tarek Skubal. So
I feel like it's a change the topic game. I mean, but anyway, go ahead.
So Tarek Skubal is most likely going to win the AL Cy Young. It's either going to be him or Garrett Crochet from the Red Sox. But this season, versus the rest of the MLB, Skubal is 22-8 with a 1.97 ERA.
Wow.
In 3 starts against the Mariners, 0-3, 4.58 ERA. He's got to change the narrative.
Dude,
He's right.
you can't go to change the topic game and then hit him with a fake wow. It's a change the topic game.
I'm sorry. I was trying to support the kid. I mean, geez.
But this is a case where if people want to see inside the machine and inside the minds of the observations.
Yeah.
So Skubal's 0-3 versus the Mariners.
Okay.
If he loses, Mariners have his number.
Yes, they do. Of course.
If Skubal wins,
He was due.
he was due.
He was due.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is a peek and inside, and we're pulling back the curtain on how we do weekend observation.
I'm pretty sure the curtain was transparent. I think everybody saw the way that works. Okay.
What is the worst case scenario for Major League Baseball? Right, it's the Brewers, definitely. If it's the Brewers, it's a complete disaster. But is it Brewers Seattle or Brewers in Detroit? I think it's Milwaukee, Seattle. Like, no one cares, right?
Well, I don't know. Seattle, at least there's one thing people remember, and it's dude's got a big ass behind the plate. I don't think anybody knows anything about the Tigers.
Right. Well, Skubal.
Besides Skubal, yeah.
Name something else.
I always change the topic whenever Skubal comes
Somebody
up.
who might pitch twice.
Right.
Skubal.
Put it on the poll. After you say Tariq Skubal, can you say another Tiger?
How is his ass?
But if you're MLB, Blue Jays is best case scenario in the AL because you just have the entire country. I don't know. Is that how Canada works? They just all root for the Blue Jays?
No, that's not how that works.
Well,
Dan
hold
tried
on,
to do
but
that
sure
with
it
the
is.
Oilers. It's not true.
No. Well, hold on. Hockey
it
has
is.
like teams spread all over Canada. Vancouver, Quebec, Ottawa,
Toronto.
Montreal. Canada just has one baseball team, I think, and it's
But
Toronto.
do they care about baseball at all is the point. It's like it's baseball.
Oh,
They stripped away the Montreal Expos. They're just
How
going to
dare
piss
you
you
insult
off.
Canada like
yeah,
that?
you have not seen the Rogers Center. The
Listen,
Rogers Center is rocking.
We took hockey from Canada, and Canada is coming for our baseball. I mean, that's it. That's how they're going to get us back. Seriously. It's the only
And
way
the
they
only-
can get us back. I mean,
The only thing about the Blue Jays that I even know is they've got a Guerrero, which is another former Canadian team's hero, right?
Yes,
The
yes,
Expos.
yes.
So maybe
they
the whole
lead the
country.
league in former All-Stars kids. They do.
They do.
They got Bo Bichette, I believe.
For
Yep.
shit, yeah.
I'm not rooting for the Blue Jays, I think.
They used to have a Biggio, too.
Did they?
What happened to him?
I don't think he was that good.
Yeah.
Calvin Biggio.
Cal.
Kevin Biggio. No way. No
Cav.
way.
Noel.
Yeah.
Kevin. That's a weird name. Maybe that's why he failed. Got to get that L in there.
Oh, God. I'm tired of Philadelphia, by the way. I mean, Jesus. I'm sorry you had a bad sports night. Listen, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about your bad sports night. I've had a
can't
bad
feel
sports
sorry
life.
for them.
I don't want to hear about it. Seriously. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Oh, we're 4-2. Oh, we're in first fucking place. He's not good. The coach is bad. Oh, the Philly pitcher choked. Get out of here. No one's had a better run over the last few years than Philadelphia. So name a city. Go ahead. I dare you.
Name a city. I can't even name a city, but I know they've won a World Series recently, right?
They won. No, they made it to the World Series. I don't know if they won one. They've won a Super Bowl. They've made it to two. They've won two Super Bowls if you want to include Nick Foles. The Sixers are a disaster, but no one cares. And but that's a good run. Like if you're just judging it by football, they've had the best football run of any city.
2008 counts as recently.
Yeah, I guess Kansas City would be in that discussion.
Does 2008 count as recently, or am I just
don't know.
really old? Because as a
What is recently?
as a Marlins fan, I'm thinking like, yeah, we've won a couple World Series recently, and that was 97 and 2003. So I've got to think 2008 is recently, right?
Recently is 22 years ago.
So I think recently is relative because 2008 for the Phillies, yes, that does feel recently. 2009 for the Yankees feels like 4 lifetimes ago.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
But
It
I don't feel
depends how
bad for
you're using
Yankees
it for
either.
your argument, though. I mean,
Yeah.
right, yes. When I say who's had a better run than Philadelphia, I count the full Super Bowl because it supports my arguments.
Right. But if you go all the way back to 2008, then yeah, the easy answer is Boston has had a way stronger run than Philadelphia.
Easily, yes. In the 2000s, Boston has had the best run of any sports city in America, I think. Without question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, them or
Get to
Tampa.
the polls. Oh no,
One year
screw
they
Tampa.
had, man.
Whatever they had, they don't deserve. But we're not going to get into that.
You hate Tampa.
You already lost that poll.
Yes. Let's update the poll. Speaking of the poll, Jack Fritz, WIP Afternoon Host, is going to join us. We are going the local radio route, and I am very excited about this.
I have glove-slapped Tampa a long time ago, challenged them to a duel. Nobody has come up to me. Nobody has taken the challenge. So I think I'm okay with Tampa.
All right, good. What do you have on the polls, Taylor?
So we have a good amount of polls because we never updated them last week, too.
Well,
It's because I wasn't here.
Would Chris Chambers like a word for Dolphins receivers Mount Rushmore?
I mean, he might, but he can't have one, so go ahead.
Doesn't matter if you'd like one.
Right.
70% of the audience said yes, he would like a word.
Great.
I think my OJ McDuffie take was a little strong on that one, but we can
Perhaps.
Nobody
Yes.
cares.
It was Nat Moore.
Would the Jets be 17-0, or would the Dolphins be 17-0 if they played the Jets every week?
Yes.
Not even in question.
Yep.
73% of the audience said yes.
Of course
Yeah,
they
right.
would.
73 Dolphins.
Could you make an argument for Joe Burrow to win the MVP if the Bengals don't win another game this season?
Yes,
Big one
he's
for me.
won the
This is a
MVP.
big one
It's-
for me.
Yeah, Diana Rossini loved that. She sent it to an NFL executive who thought we were crazy. But anyway.
57% of the audience said Joe Burrow MVP season.
Yes.
Yes. So good. It might be Lamar, though.
Why? They were 1-3 with him.
That's true.
First and second, nobody out. What happened to laying down a bunt?
Yep. What happened to it? Station the station. Get run to second and third. You get a little sack fly, and you get one run at an inning where you could have had.
This was
12.
you, Taylor, right?
Yeah.
This was you.
84% of the audience said yes. This was a big one for me. And is Crochet versus Freed the modern day Pedro versus Pettit?
No. Please tell me that came back. No.
56% of the audience did say no. It's tough to have.
That's only 56.
Ridiculous. There is 44% of the audience out there. You're fools. I mean, jeez.
I very rarely go and vote on these polls. I ran to Twitter to vote on that one to
Yeah.
put no.
Yep.
I don't even know the first names involved in that first matchup you said.
If you're talking about trading for Zach Wilson, is your season already over? That was with Diana Rossini.
Yes.
Who's talking about trading for Zach Wilson?
Someone was. I don't know.
We just mentioned like
Cincinnati.
quarterback. Yeah, we mentioned quarterbacks that should be in the Cincinnati
Yes, right.
conversation, and
Yeah.
somebody mentioned Zach Wilson, and then we said if you're talking about trading for Zach Wilson, is your season already over?
You can make the same case for Joe Flacco, but it didn't prevent me from driving 15 minutes home just to make his Backo joke.
I even scooted up as Joe Backo.
98% of the audience voted yes, your season's over. If you're talking about.
People really hate Zach Wilson.
There's two. Sims voted no, huh?
That tells me 2% have never watched Zach Wilson play.
2% is all the Sims family.
Should Aaron Boone manage with less analytics and more guts?
Yes.
90% of the audience said yes.
Good audience.
Wow, this one's from Stugotz.
Yeah.
Put Jeter on the Royals and tell me how that career works out.
Yeah. It's not
Yes
really
or
a
no?
question. Yep.
Still.
72% of the audience said yes.
Good.
What does that mean? Do they agree with him or not? I don't even know.
Yes. Means yes.
Is it possible to be batting a bad 444?
Who are we talking about there?
Aaron
This was
Judge.
Aaron
Judge.
Judge.
This is before the home run, by the way. Before the home run.
Before the home run.
I can see it bad.
63% of the audience said no, it's not possible. But I mean, he was basically Luis Arias for
It's possible.
the first
Yeah,
5
You
games.
choke up a little, you don't swing as hard, you become
Especially over a 2 or 3 game
span.
span. Right. Of course it's possible. Right.
Should the Jets have accidentally found a turnover by now?
I think that was mine.
We still don't have one.
I mean, they did play Tua, so you would think, yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
They haven't
90
gotten a turnover?
No, they haven't, or a win.
They've gotten a blocked field goal return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But haven't gotten a true turnover.
No.
I
Our
can't
special
remember the
teams.
last
Our
time.
special teams is our best offensive unit.
I can't remember the last time the Jets recovered a fumble. It seems almost impossible. But 95% of the audience said yes, the Jets should have found a way to accidentally find a turnover by now. Anything Jets, that's where we see the biggest numbers in our polls.
Of course. Yes. Yep.
Should Aaron Glenn just quit?
Yep. I gave him a pass, Izzy, just so you know. I said, listen, I don't want to remember you like this. I'd like to remember you the way I remembered you before you became the Jets head coach. If you'd like to walk away right now, I won't blame you. In fact, I'll give you a pass. I'll give you the opportunity to do so. Leave.
Okay.
Back to Detroit.
That.
Yes.
Very nice. How kind of you, Stu.
Well, thank you. Yes.
78% of the audience said yes, Aaron Glenn should just quit.
Yep, he should.
Has Carolina and Bill Belichick become every team's get-right game on the schedule?
The game you circle. Yep.
Overwhelming. 97% of the audience said yes. That's what Bill Belichick's legacy has been reduced to. He's now Cal's get-right game.
That fell apart quickly.
Unbelievable, man.
Does anybody ever dream of being a long snapper?
Yep. I did.
That is quite actually, look.
It's
I don't
the dream.
know.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in this conversation, but if I was, I would have said 100% it's the dream. It's like what I said, the level of fame that you want that guy Doug for Doug and the Emu commercials, right? Like, I want to have that kind of money, like national commercial campaign, but nobody know what I look like.
Yes.
That's long snapper money right there.
Yes,
You
no
might
doubt.
even get to 7 figures. Nobody knows what you look like. They might know what the crack of your ass looks like.
So, Izzy, the way we got to that conversation is we said the best way to make it to the NFL, statistically, is by being a long snapper, because no kid grows up saying like, hey, I'm going to go out and practice long snap. Everybody's back there doing their quarterback drops. If you want to make it to the NFL, teach your kids to be a long snapper.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
What happened to Pink October in the NFL?
Did you give the results of that poll?
You didn't give the results
Oh.
of the long snapper one.
Have we beaten breast cancer? Is that what
60
happened?
61% of the audience said no. Nobody
good.
dreams of being.
No one dreams
Yeah,
of
I mean,
that.
imagine your kid, 5-year-old, just like you give him a football, and what does he do? Just turns over and looks between his legs and puts the ball there. It's just like, that's not really an instinctive thing to do.
Last I checked, they still get tickets to the Super Bowl on the team, just like everybody else.
Yeah. If I had to do it over again, I mean, I'm telling
Oh
you,
yeah.
would throw away that lacrosse stick.
I will say long snapper, better than short snapper. You don't have the hands all up in there.
Yeah, but not better than backup quarterback or third string quarterback. Third string where you're 2 hits away from getting into a game. Just hold the clipboard. It's easy. Anyway, next.
70% of the audience said yes. What happened to Pink October in the NFL?
Okay, good.
Damn right.
Yeah. Yeah, what did happen? I tell you, and I told you this earlier, Taylor, Flanagan's, they're not ignoring Pink October, just so you know. The green cups, the legendary green cups, are pink the entire month. How about that? Yeah.
Did the Bengals trade for the wrong Browns quarterback? We were making the Shador argument. 66% of the audience said yes.
Tobacco.
Is the Bengals' only goal to stay in the hunt graphic?
That's how a GM saves his job. We were in the hunt all year long without Joe Burrow.
The last time they put up the graphic, we were still in it.
96% of the audience said yes. Can you have a legacy at bat in the 4th inning? This is a
Big one for Izzy. Big
back,
one for
baby.
This
Izzy.
is a big one. Just so you know, before the Judge home run, Taylor whispered in a Yankee fan's ear. He said, legacy at bat. And it went all the way around the stadium back. It started in Taylor's right ear and it came back to him in his left ear.
It was like the wave.
Yeah.
Disappointing. 65% of the audience said no.
That's right.
Wow.
They're right.
Big one for Izzy.
Legacy Paul.
Do the Yankees lead the league in looking at pitches right down the middle?
Yep.
Taylor.
94% of the audience said yes.
He's right, by the way. We only discussed one baseball series.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they got eliminated. Okay.
Go Tigers.
Last poll question. Is scoring 20 at Iowa like scoring 60 anywhere else?
It is.
Results are still coming back, but this one is we can call this one. 87% of the audience has said yes so far.
Yeah. You always got to call Iowa first.
Yeah. Those are the polls. Philadelphia had a really bad night.
Who cares?
I, for one, am very happy about that. I think Mikey A is as well. I think we're all happy when Philly has a bad night, right?
Sure.
Except for Jack Fritz, who hosts afternoons on WIP, legendary station in Philadelphia, 2 to 6 p.m. He joins us next to fire everyone. This is Stugotz and Company. We are presented by FanDuel and the FanDuel Sportsbook. Jack Fritz, afternoon host, WIP. I am very excited for this. He looks like he hasn't slept at all. Jack, how was your night last night? It was a terrible night in
How do you know that that's just not how he looks and you're insulting him right off the bat?
Because you work at WIP, you are a big-time sports fan, and if you're a big-time sports fan, you had the Eagles losing and the Phillies getting knocked out of the postseason, and I'm guessing Jack Fritz has had a tough night. That's all.
Yeah, it's been beyond tough. I mean, that's a banner night. That is a it's been, and on one hand, it's good to be back. We got a little ahead of ourselves, the Super Bowls, and and it was a nice, humbling evening. So yeah, I have 2 kids under 2. I watched the Phillies collapse on Orion's boner, and the Eagles allowed 34 points to Jaxson Dart and couldn't score in the second half. It's I can't wait to get to work.
2 is great work, by the way. That's impressive.
Yes. Very impressive. Wins? No. Even more impressive.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
So yes. 2.5 and 9 months. So 22 months apart. Yeah.
Help us out with something we were discussing earlier. If Joe Shane called Howie Roseman and said, "I'm going to give you Jaxson Dart for Jalen Hurts straight up," do you think Howie Roseman takes that trade?
No, he doesn't. But I tell you what, this thing is
run
going
with that this afternoon if you like. By the way,
listen. Well, hold on. I mean,
share.
There might need to be a conversation about whether or not you need to trade A.J. Brown for the greater good. He looks miserable after the game. After the game, he's asked about the meeting that these 3 had between Saquon and Jalen and him. And he said, we didn't have a meeting, even though it's been pretty confirmed all throughout. Looked miserable being out there. This Eagles thing is teetering.
Jack, your Twitter bio says you don't handle Phillies loss as well. But as a sports host in WIP, when your night is collapsing and it's one of the worst nights in Philadelphia sports history, is any part of you like, you know what, this is going to be good for the show tomorrow?
Oh, of course. I mean,
yes.
You kidding me? Like,
winning sucks for the show. I mean, you kidding me? You can't fire Sirianni. I mean,
the key is you got to win to keep people, because the more people listen when you win, but you got to lose just enough to bring the real anger out. That's the balance that we're always trying to fill in sports radio. So, yeah, I mean, of course. Now, the Phillies absolutely gutted me. I mean, that's real. With the Eagles, it was like, not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world.
Were you able to find any sort of compassion for the Phillies pitcher last night, or compassion doesn't work in that city?
No, I did. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, the kid's 24, and I mean, the reality is he might not be able to mentally pitch at the big league level. I mean, that was just the culmination of what has been an entire season for him, really, where he has flashes of brilliance, but he allowed like 16 inherited runners and 32 opportunities. Like, he kind of chokes in big moments. And when he did it, now I was surprised that he collapsed in that way, but I wasn't surprised that he allowed a run in that situation. So you feel bad. I mean, obviously the whole world sees you screw up on the biggest stage. You got to have some compassion for him, but also just throw the ball to first base.
I mean, 24 years old. At what age do you learn, hey, that ball goes to first base? It's way before 24.
Yeah, well, I mean, he blacked out. There's no doubt in my mind. He just completely blacked out. And yeah, they're calling it. It's the new Merkel's boner. It's Orion's boner here in Philadelphia. Yeah,
I like it.
Jack, you're right in the thick of it, and you're getting all these hot takes. What's the most crazy hot take you've seen after a night like you guys had last night? What's the thing that people are saying is absolutely crazy at this point?
Well, I think a lot of it is, we look at this Eagles team, right, that just got done winning 20 of 21, and then they lose 2 straight.
Yeah,
and
it's okay.
And it's this team's fraudulent. And I mean, I kind of brought it up there, but the idea of trading A.J. Brown because he looks so miserable. But like, you look at it, it's got it like. It has to be crazy to look at the Eagles from the outside, right? Like you guys do. And especially, being a Jets fan,
Yes,
and you look at this Eagles thing, and it's like, what are they bitching about? But then you watch them every week, and the offense with AJ Brown, with a $100 million offensive line, a $55 million quarterback, they gave Saquon $40 million offseason for no reason. Like, they can't score. They went 0 for the second half against the Giants. So it's one of those things where I understand from the outside why it looks so crazy how we talk about the Eagles. But man, when you watch them, it's incredibly frustrating.
Yes.
Jack,
Did you watch
Did
you watch him win the Super Bowl last year, Jack? Just out of curiosity. I mean,
wait.
Yes,
He's got to address his son first.
oh wait,
No,
one of the two. Wait. One of the kids under 2 years old is walking in right now. This is a Jeff Passan moment right now. This is great.
Yeah.
He heard Eagles talk and he came in to complain about it.
Wait, let me. Does the kid want to say fire Sirianni or let's trade Jalen Hurts or the Eagles suck? Like,
What's his
tell him to
hottest
feel free
take
to say
right now?
anything. Right.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I taught him how to do was boo. So that's what we do here in Philadelphia. It's like
His first word was boo.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We raise we raise crazy people here. So hopefully he's good.
No,
But
Jack, I think what fans like myself of the Dolphins, it's just projected jealousy because you guys have won a couple of Super Bowls and you still haven't figured out the quarterback in either situation. It's maddening for us who are trying to figure out the quarterback, thinking that's so important when it's not important at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy the way that they have won 2 Super Bowls. Obviously, you win one with the backup quarterback. That has never happened before. But even Jalen's fine, but in my opinion, I just think that he's mostly a product of what he has around him. And it's only in this city where we could still argue about a quarterback who has won the way that he's won, been to 2 Super Bowls, been Super Bowl MVP, outdueled Mahomes really in both of them.
Twice.
And I think a large portion of the city, even me, is still like, I don't know. I still don't see it. I don't see it.
And same for Sirianni because Sirianni beat your former coach in the Super Bowl, and you should have beat him twice in the Super Bowl.
But Sirianni too. It's like he's supposed to be I think he is a really good culture guy. And then you look at the team this year, and it kind of seems like the culture is again, it's teetering a little bit. And the biggest problem is that he's supposed to be an offensive guy, and they have to keep bringing in offensive coordinators every year. And like, he can't help them out. And that's how the offense keeps getting stuck and how they've been on all these offensive coordinators because he can't really call an offense.
Is it
Can
fair
I peel
to
the
say
curtain
Hurts
back a little bit? Sorry, Mikey. Can I peel the curtain back a little bit, Jack? Did you send a help me text immediately after seeing your son open the door there? Because I saw you reach for your phone, and now you're like desperately looking for some help here.
Is there no fucking here?
I did send an SOS. I was like, please, like, this is a really cool opportunity, and
I can see no one's responding with any sort of urgency. I mean,
not at all. I mean, one time, can this house lock in? Can we lock in for one time?
I want you to just lock in. Don't worry about the kid. The kid's fine. We're gonna have him boo at the end. Okay, don't make him boo at the end.
I'd love to see a mom just come crawling in, just pretending not to be so, acting like she couldn't be seen and taking.
No, the other thing
away.
at play here is I don't like seeing the WIP host with his kid. It softens him too much.
Oh, it humanizes us. Yeah. No, it does
loud.
humanize. We're not bad people, but when they lose, it's kind of fun.
Jack, with this Phillies team, you're looking at some upcoming free agents: Kyle Schwarber, Ranger Suarez, JT Realmuto. Did this kind of feel like this was the Phillies window, and it was kind of like a now or never year?
Yeah, it felt like that, and especially with the way they were playing, they added Harrison Bader at the trade deadline, and I know like Juwan Duran was awesome, but Harrison Bader was the one that was really injecting life, and I think brought the city back. Like there was pretty out on this team. So I think the way they were playing, 96 wins. The bullpen starting to round into form, the starting pitching being great, and the absolute sick part was that when Wheeler went out for the year, we were like, all right, maybe this is the rallying cry, that this is our Nick Foles moment where we're gonna rally for Zach Wheeler and win it for Wheeler and all this stuff. And they went on such a great run after that. And I just think they ran into a freaking juggernaut, man. And that Dodgers team figured it out. They turned it on the last 12 games of the season, and I don't know how anyone beats them. I thought the Phillies put up a really good fight against them. If they could have stolen one game at home, they should have stolen one game at home. Man, you look back and it's like you really feel like you missed opportunity with this team, and it does feel like next year we're going to see a semi-decent amount of change, not overarching change, but enough moves where the team does look different.
Jack Fritz is with us. Ike Reese, Spike Eskid, and Jack Fritz. Afternoon show on WIP. His adorable kid is now sitting on his lap.
Yes.
I don't like humanizing this at all.
I hate how adorable this is.
I love it.
It's so adorable. Yes. But I am wondering, you guys will start the show with which team today? Will it be Eagles or will it be the Philadelphia Phillies?
I think it's Phillies. I think it's honestly both. It's a double open. It's a double open, and almost
those are tough. I've done the rare double open before, and those are very tricky to get through. You guys will figure it out. Yeah.
But when you have a disaster like last night was, I don't know how you don't. It's
right.
You get done ranting about one team, and then you want to rant about the other. So it's super, super intriguing. But it's going to be a double open and almost just like a therapy session for the fans.
Right. You say you have compassion now for the Phillies pitcher last night, but when you get in front of the microphone at WIP, a legendary fucking station, sorry for cursing in front of your kid, a legendary station in Philadelphia, might that compassion turn to anger?
I think the more and more we talk about it, sure. I actually think the anger is going to be more directed at Harper, Schwarber, and Turner. They had one game where they showed up, and other than that, they did absolute squat.
Right.
And
at 70 homers. I mean, Jesus.
I know.
Regular season.
So you'll appreciate this. Stugotz. So before game 3, when Schwarber hit the 2 home runs, we did a poll. And this is after Schwarber hit 56 home runs. The whole talking point all year was blank check. Yeah, look at that. That's called good parenting. I mean, that's just good fatherly leadership. He knows how to close the door, too.
Might crush his fingers there.
So we did. So after he didn't get a hit in the first 2 games of the series, we put a Twitter poll up of, would you re-sign Kyle Schwarber? 50-50.
Wow, that's never happened.
He hits 2 home runs in game 3. We put the same poll up. 95-5 yes, re-sign Kyle Schwarber. It's the best sports city in the world, man. It's the best sports city in the world.
If you put the poll question up today, should we fire Nick Sirianni? How would that poll come back?
Dude, you'd be surprised. I'm going to put it up for you. Should they fire Nick Sirianni?
Yes. Why? I'm going to be surprised because fans have decided that they like Sirianni now?
I think there's still skepticism. I do. Okay. I know that's, again, I know it sounds insane, but I think there's still a little bit of skepticism.
So what if you put this poll up? Should we trade Jalen Hurts for Jaxson Dart? What do you think the response would be?
Now, people will get mad at that one. People will get
please
mad
put
at
it up. I'm begging you. Put it up.
Get mad?
Yes.
Yeah, Jalen still has a lot of fans. There's a vocal minority that are like, carried and yada yada yada. I may be one of those.
I think it goes 51-49 today. I think you got to throw it up there.
All right, sounds good.
Now throw it up there. Then the next poll is: do you have a sense of humor? And tell me how that would come back. Right? It would come back 0% yes.
Not on a day like this, Stugotz. You can't mess around with any kind of laughs. There's no joking today on the station. Thank you,
Jack. On
calls and fire everyone. Yes,
Jack. On all the graphics saying how bad a sports night it was for Philadelphia. It's the Phillies, it's the Eagles, and then on the all the way on the bottom, it's the Flyers lose 2-1 their first game of the season to the Panthers. Yeah. You're on 2-6 today. You guys aren't talking Flyers, right?
0% chance. Last night didn't happen. The Flyers barely exist for our purposes.
Yes.
So I probably haven't watched Flyers game in 5 years. I have no idea.
That's the last time they made the playoffs was 5 years ago. So.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So we will for our purposes, the Flyers currently do not exist, especially with the disaster night we had.
What is Spike Eskin's take going to be today? Because I know he's going to be furious.
He's going to be on one. He's going to kill Harper and Schwarber and Turner. There's no doubt about it. Going to kill him. And me and him have been. I feel like we've been back to back with fighting people about the Eagles being on our fraud watch. And I think he's going to do a smidge of a victory lap, about the Eagles today. Yeah.
4-2 frauds. I mean,
Yeah. When they're 4-0, we were all putting them on fraud watch.
way to stay consistent, right?
Good. They weren't winning by enough. That's I'm being dead serious. They should be winning by more with the talent they have on offense.
I love you on this radio station. I do. Anyway.
It's the best.
What's kind of the consensus feeling on AJ Brown? Because it's like he can be right while also being sort of a one-trick pony now as a receiver. Because I just think he runs comeback routes well, and that's about it.
Yeah, but I also can't tell what they're doing with him either. Like it's a very simple offensive scheme, at least from my completely uneducated eyes. It looks pretty simplistic. So the feeling on AJ Brown is we love AJ Brown. This is a town who didn't get over T.O. leaving until like 3 years ago, until we saw AJ Brown play for the Eagles. It was, remember T.O.? And that's when we won a Super Bowl, you know? So on one hand, there's this always constant fear of what it was like without great receivers. And so I think there's a real protectionism here of AJ Brown. But at the same time, I think people can see that he is causing problems of a team that has won a lot of football games and a Super Bowl last year. I mean, this is a guy who 3 days after they won the Super Bowl put up how it wasn't that meaningful because what he cares about is dominating his opponent. And we all kind of laughed at it, but now you look at it and it's like, well, that makes some sense. Right. I think he's frustrated with the offense. Again, I thought his body language last night on the field was insane. He looked like he didn't want to be there. And then the post-game comments where everyone knows Saquon said the meeting happened. Jalen said the meeting happened. They asked AJ Brown about it, and he's like, you got to talk to them. I don't know. I don't think we had a meeting. So I think there's fans that are going to bury their head in the sand and say they're fine. AJ wants to be here. I just think that for the greater good of the franchise, it does feel like there's going to have to be a split here because I don't think he's happy, and I don't think him and the quarterback exactly have the best relationship.
Did it get crazy enough that it seemed like AJ Brown was playing defense on that Hail Mary on Devontae Smith? Because people were actually saying that online.
He said, "Not today, not today. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of getting that win." Yeah, I mean that sounds insane, but also, I wouldn't put it past him, man. He seems really, really unhappy. And the thing that makes it almost a tough conversation to have is that his dead cap money is really, really high. But we also saw, the Broncos 80 some million with Russell Wilson. The Eagles back in the day had the highest dead cap number when they traded Carson Wentz, so it's not like it would be the first time. It stinks that we're here with him. I just don't know. I don't think it's going to get fixed. I don't think there's all of a sudden going to be a kumbaya moment and they're all going to come together and figure this whole thing out. I think this is heading towards a divorce.
Jack, you mentioned the Eagles being on fraud watch, and speaking of frauds, I'm wondering where's the city at with Joel Embiid?
Again, sort of
Not
like
today. Yeah.
Sort of like just not
Feel
even
the room,
thinking,
Taylor.
Not even thinking about Joel Embiid. I think there's still people mad at Embiid, but what you're starting to sense more is we've seen his career basically just be over because of constant knee injuries, but the Kuminga falling on his knee really, I think, set in motion the end of Joel. So I think people are starting to feel bad for Joel Embiid, and there's hope. I think we've reached the hope they're good again phase rather than they got to get it done this year or else trade everyone. It's more just like we want to have a good basketball team again.
But you'll get there again at some point. Go ahead.
Bringing it back to the football stuff.
Thank you.
So you got the Vikings next week, then you've got the Giants before you come into a couple of really tough games.
Revenge game.
Lions. Let me ask you, what point does panic start setting in if you lose this week to the Vikings?
Panic's already set in. You kidding me?
Panic's in.
Yeah, I mean, it's already set in. So Jalen Carter doesn't play last night because of a heel injury that I think was more about the MetLife turf than anything, and I don't think that he wanted to play on the MetLife turf.
It's a good decision by him.
Yeah, it is probably a smart decision.
Yeah.
You have offensive line is all banged up. Landon Dickerson's hurt. It seems like the quarterback and the receiver are fighting. Sirianni looks like he's aged 3 years this year. I think it doesn't take much for us to start panicking around here.
Right.
I think the panic set in, and
Right.
if they lose the Carson Wentz this weekend, oh my goodness.
Oh, boy, that's big. Wow, revenge game
come on,
for Wentz.
JJ.
Yes,
like
right.
for the sports radio
What a
guys,
game.
Yes.
just let JJ McCarthy stay hurt for one more week and let us have
lose,
Carson.
right.
Let us have Carson. I want to see what Carson does.
You want to lose to Wentz? Just a minute. Just say it. You want it.
I was a big Wentz head. I was a Wentz head.
We'll get you out of here in a second. We appreciate the time.
Yeah.
20 years from now, in some strange world, okay, Jalen Hurts and Ron Jaworski. Jalen Hurts, who won a Super Bowl. Ron Jaworski, who made it to a Super Bowl, didn't win one. They walk into the stadium for some weird anniversary. Who gets the louder ovation?
It's still Jalen. I think it's
Over
still Jalen.
Jaws?
Hey, he's won a Super Bowl and been to two. Like, listen, there is a vocal minority. I am part of it. That is still like,
Yes.
not that great.
Right.
But there is a overwhelming amount of people that are still very, very high and think that Jalen's the next Tom Brady. So the way the city talks about Jalen is insane. It's either he's the next Tom Brady and what has Josh Allen won, or it's he's not even a top 10 quarterback, and I don't care that he outdueled Mahomes. It doesn't matter. So that's where it's every day. I mean, we have Jalen arguments I wake up every day knowing that when I go to work and I sit down at 2:00, I'm gonna have to argue about the quarterback.
Yes.
But there is still a lot of people that are very, very in on him for sure.
Does the P in Philadelphia stand for panic?
Always. Yes. We incite. You know what WIP stands for?
What?
We incite panic.
All right, before we get you out of here, check out his afternoon show, WIP, 2 to 6 in the afternoon. Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports. Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports. I think Taylor has one.
Yep.
And we can go to Taylor first. That will give you a minute or so to think about it here. So, Taylor, go ahead.
My Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports is I have 5 names right now.
Well, there's
Goal
like
would better
4
be
in
on
Mount
there.
Rushmore.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut one. I'm going to go Allen Iverson, my first spot on my Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports.
What has he ever won?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, man, I'm cutting one of these 2 people, but I'm going to keep Brian Dawkins on my Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports.
Good.
My 3rd spot goes to Rocky.
Yep. No doubt. He's on mine. I have it right under Dr.
Wow.
J. Yes.
Wow, I forgot Dr. J.
Yeah.
And my 4th spot for the Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia sports, Sal Palantonio.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's
Yes.
big. That's big.
Yeah.
So
Left off Reggie White.
yeah, it's
Allen
Reggie
Iverson
White.
off of there.
It's Reggie White, it's Doc, it's Schmidt, and it's Dr. J.
Oh, Michael Jack. That's
Thank you.
right. Right. That's definitive for you, huh? There's no even, you don't even think about it. That's easy, right?
I think it's Reggie's the best player to ever play here. Well, him and Schmidt. And Dr. J won a title.
How many more basketball players go ahead of Allen Iverson? Does Moses go ahead of Allen?
No, I
too
think
short,
Iverson's
right?
two. I think Iverson's two.
Iverson's too, huh?
And I mean, other people can do the Wilt thing, but he was also a warrior and yeah, whatever. So yeah, I think it goes Dr. J, Iverson, Wilt, and then I would put Moses, but you could have the argument of Barkley.
Well, you have to put Moses there because you don't win the championship
I
without
know.
Moses. And then Doc's not on there because he's never won a championship and you guys are assholes. I mean, that's how it works.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
By the way, doing
And
a
no
little
flyers.
research here. On
That
your
wasn't directed
note.
at you. It was just in general. I'm just
Yes.
Nick Sirianni aged a little bit, but it's mostly just the color in the beard has gone. If you compare to the opening press conference, very brown, like kind of solid, looked like he could have been in his 20s even. Now, no mistaking, a dude in his 40s, gray beard, looks like he's got some stress on his face.
Yeah, I don't know which ages you more, being the president or the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, I think morning shows, doing morning radio as well.
That's true.
That's obvious.
That is true. 100%.
All right, go attend to your kid. I love this because you have no idea. No one has come to help you. The
No.
kid keeps opening
That
and
child
closing
could
the
be
door. You might be
anywhere right
lighting
now.
the house on fire for all you fucking know. But we we appreciate it. Check
And
out
booing
this
his dad the
afternoon
whole time.
Yeah, you suck.
I would like to have you around more often if you don't mind, okay? And say hi to Spike for me, all right?
I will do. It was a pleasure. Thanks so much.
We appreciate you doing it. Fire everyone today.
Always.